You ever look at someone's massive success and think, how did they do that? Was it just luck? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most dominant artists of our time to show you the hidden engine behind the magic. This isn't just about talent. No, this is about a system. We're talking about the methodical genius behind the Drake method.
So, let's go back to 2011. Drake is facing this intense pressure to specialize. The industry is telling him, pick a lane. Are you the introspective rapper or are you the R&B singer? His defining moment, the moment that changed everything, was his strategic, systematic refusal to choose. Think about that. The entire music world handed him an ultimatum, a box he had to fit in. But his response wasn't emotional, it was a calculated business decision. He decided he was going to be both at the same time. And right there, in that one move, the foundation for his entire empire was laid.
Okay, let's really get into this moment, because this crisis of choice, it wasn't just some artistic squabble. It was a massive strategic problem. You have to understand the industry machine is built on labels. It needs to know which shelf to put you on, which radio station to market you to. To them, Drake was two different products, and they believed those products couldn't exist in the same package. They told him flat out, pick one or you'll fail at both.
So on one side, you had the introspective rapper. We're talking lyrical, complex, part of that traditional hip-hop world that values grit and dominance, you know, the world of Jay-Z. And on the other side, you had this smooth R&B singer, vulnerable, melodic, making songs about heartbreak for a totally different audience. Think Usher. Back then, these worlds were seen as total opposites, like oil and water. A rapper showing that much emotion was called soft, and an R&B singer trying to be a lyrical beast, he just wasn't taken seriously.
But here's where the genius of Drake's thinking kicks in. Where everyone else saw conflict, he saw a huge, untapped advantage. So what was his solution? He decided to fuse them, on purpose. He basically asked, why would I ever choose one market when I can have both? He realized by blending these two worlds, he could literally double his creative output and double his market reach. He could build a content pipeline that was always on, always relevant, and always unmistakably him. And just like that, the Drake method was born.
Now, a mindset that radical, it doesn't just pop up overnight. It gets forged in fire. And to really understand the insane discipline behind his method, we have to go back to his early days, a time when he wasn't a titan, but an outsider who was told again and again that he just didn't belong.
Let's be real clear here. The hip-hop world did not roll out the red carpet for him. He was up against this huge authenticity barrier. I mean, come on. He was Jimmy Brooks from Degrassi, a Canadian teen drama. In the hyper-masculine, street-focused world of rap at the time, that was a massive liability. He was immediately labeled soft, he didn't have the right background, and the gatekeepers of the industry were constantly trying to sideline him for it.
And this, right here, is the critical turning point. For most people, that kind of rejection is a career killer. For Drake, it was rocket fuel. He knew he couldn't win the game playing by their rules, because to them, he'd never be authentic enough. So he decided to create a whole new game. His method became brutally simple and relentless. He would just outwork, outproduce, and outperform everybody until the sheer volume of his success was too big to ignore.
So this relentless drive, which was born from all that rejection, it quickly grew into something much bigger. It became his core philosophy, a deliberate mindset designed for one thing and one thing only: total cultural saturation. He wasn't just trying to make hits anymore. He was building a system to become a constant, unavoidable presence.
And this is where his thinking is just different. For Drake, the ultimate goal isn't a Grammy or a #1 hit. It's ubiquity. It's being everywhere, all the time. His entire philosophy is built on this idea that in our fast-moving culture, if you go on vacation, you leave a vacuum, and someone else will rush in to fill that space. His whole method is designed to make sure that never, ever happens.
So how does he do it? Well, the first pillar of his method is the Versatility Imperative. This goes all the way back to that decision in 2011. By fusing rap, R&B, pop, even sounds from all over the world, he makes himself immune to trends. If hip-hop is hot, he's got that. If melodic pop is taking over, he's got that too. This makes him anti-fragile, meaning he doesn't just survive change, he actually gets stronger from it. And of course, it opens him up to a massive audience.
Pillar number 2 is the engine that drives this whole thing, the anti-vacation protocol. And this is a core rule, not a suggestion. It's a mandate for continuous high-volume output. You know the old model, right? An artist drops an album, tours for a year, then vanishes. Drake's protocol completely rejects that. It's why we get this constant stream of albums, surprise mixtapes, singles, features. He never gives the public a chance to forget he exists.
And the third pillar, well, this is the secret sauce that makes the music connect so deeply. It's the emotional currency filter. His lyrics are laser-focused on universal, highly relatable stuff. Love, heartbreak, ambition, insecurity. And he delivers these feelings with this conversational intimacy. It's like he's texting you, not singing to millions. And that's not an accident. It's engineered for maximum relatability.
Okay, so we've got the philosophy, but a philosophy is just a bunch of ideas without a system to actually execute it. This is where we get to see the hidden structure, the machinery that creates that illusion of ease. This isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart through repeatable systems.
And this is just brilliant. In an industry where artists are flying all over the place, recording in a dozen different studios, Drake's whole creative world is incredibly disciplined. It's centered almost entirely in one place, Toronto. He works with a small, trusted circle of collaborators, especially his producer, 40. This closed loop cuts out all the noise, streamlines everything, and just maximizes his creative time.
So this central hub lets him build a ruthlessly efficient output engine. Here's how it works. Step 1, he delegates. All the super technical stuff like mixing and engineering, he trusts that to his expert team. That frees up his own mind. Step 2, he maximizes what only he can do, which is constantly writing and creating. And step 3, he uses surprise. Instead of long, drawn-out marketing campaigns, he just drops music out of nowhere, creating these instant viral moments that keep him in the conversation.
So what's the end result of this whole system? You get this relentless, high-velocity stream of music that feels like it's just happening. It doesn't feel forced or manufactured, it feels like a natural part of the cultural weather. And that, right there, is the ultimate magic trick of the Drake method, making intense, systematic work look completely and utterly effortless.
So what's the legacy of all this? We've talked about the why and the how. Now let's look at the cold, hard results. Because this method didn't just make him a star, it completely changed the music industry. He basically wrote the blueprint for how to win in the streaming era.
I mean, just look at this journey. Early 2000s, he's the soft actor-rapper nobody's taking seriously. By the 2010s, he's a chart-topping phenom. And today, he's a global streaming icon, the undisputed king of the new music economy. Why? Because the streaming world doesn't reward the artist who disappears for 3 years. It rewards constant engagement, a steady flow of content. His method was perfectly designed for the future before the future even got here.
And if you need one number to really understand the scale of his dominance, here it is. Over 75 billion streams. And that's just on Spotify. Let that sink in for a second. That's not just a record. That's what cultural saturation looks like on a spreadsheet. It's the mathematical proof of his entire ubiquity philosophy.
So what is his lasting impact? He didn't just play the game better than anyone else, he changed the rules for everybody. He institutionalized this method. This high-volume, multi-genre pipeline is no longer some weird strategy, it's the dominant model for success. He proved that an artist could be their own 24/7 media engine, and that in this era, relentless consistency is the ultimate weapon.
Now, why did we just spend all this time dissecting Drake's career? Because the principles behind his method, they aren't just for making music. They are a universal blueprint for success in pretty much any field. It's all about building your own hidden structure.
So here's the playbook for you. First, adopt the versatility imperative. Refuse to be stuck in one box. Don't let your job title be your only identity. Fuse your skills. Second, implement your own version of the anti-vacation protocol. That doesn't mean you can't take a day off. It means prioritizing consistent, continuous output in whatever you do. Show up. And finally, find your systematic rhythm. Don't just work hard, work smart. Design a process that allows you to sustainably outproduce everyone else over the long haul.
So let's bring it all home. Drake built his empire on a simple truth. The hardest workers are often the ones who look like they're having the most fun, because their system is just that good. The Drake method gave us a blueprint for consistency that looks effortless, all by fusing versatility with a relentless drive to produce. And if you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this immutable rule. True effortlessness is always the result of a hidden disciplined structure.